Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm sharing my workouts that I did this week. I don't normally pay attention to weight, but that's pretty predictable. It's springtime here in Canada, and I kind of want to talk about how we go through different seasons, even with our workouts. So you can't just expect to be in a push season all the time. Throughout the winter, for me, it's very much of kind of a recovery season. I take it easy, I don't lift as much, I don't push myself as hard. It's about 3 to 4 months of, just doing maybe 2 workouts a week, walking, and not a lot of high intensity stuff. I'm still lifting heavy on some days when I have the energy for it, but I don't think I got in 3 workouts in a week for the last 3 to 4 months at least. Springtime's here. I'm feeling the energy from the sun being out more. Summer's around the corner. So I'm really motivated to kind of step up my training, take it a little bit more serious, add in an extra day, try to get in those 3 weights a week. So I'm feeling motivated. So I wanted to show you guys how I'm stepping it up a little bit. But the other part of that is I tweaked my neck about a month ago. So I still have to take it easy. I'm not 100% cleared to do a lot of upper body stuff. I can do biceps and triceps. So you'll see my leg and bicep and tricep workout. But that's why I'm doing a leg only workout today. Injuries will happen, tweaks will happen, and instead of letting it get you down, just work around it. I had to take a full month off of lifting my upper body. Instead of feeling sorry for myself, I just used it as a time to recover, as a time to maybe take that break from weightlifting that I actually probably needed. And it's not like you guys are even gonna be able to tell through how, you're not gonna look at me and be like, oh my gosh, you look like you've taken a month off, even though I feel it. Sometimes how you feel isn't how you look, and I just try to remind myself those things. Throughout your fitness journey, if you're gonna be fit forever, a month is no big deal, because if you think about it, there's 11 months to make it up for. So I just try to push when I can, and when I'm burnt out or when I'm tired and I can't do it, I let myself take it easy. We are gonna start the video with my final workout of the week. I know that's a little weird, and then I'll show you my first 2 workouts after that. Today I'm making it very, very simple. So today I chose 2 exercises. I'm gonna do them both on the Smith machine. I didn't wanna make it really complicated. I'm starting my woman time probably today or tomorrow, so my energy's a bit lower, but I just really wanted to feel strong in my legs. So I'm gonna do German volume training, kind of modified. So it's 10 sets of 10 reps, and I'm gonna choose just the 2 moves, leg press and hip thrust. With German volume training, you're only supposed to take a 60-second break, but I'm gonna let myself recover a bit more if I need to. Let's get going with the workout. All right, first I wanna make sure that the weight feels good before I actually start my set. We're good. It's heavy, but I can tell it's right. Let's go. I'm gonna time my brakes. That was good. That was tough, but doable. My legs are pretty well trained. I almost want to go up, but I know I have a lot of volume and I don't need to go absolutely crazy today. If I can do the math quick, where are we at? 115, like 250, is that right? Yeah, it's like 250 pounds. Pretty cool. That's 1 minute and I'm ready to go. Let's go. Two down. I need to write down where I'm at because I'm gonna lose track. So far, so good. Guys, any style of working out can work if your intensity is high enough, if your technique is good, if your range of motion is good, and if you're consistent. That's why you'll see so many people say that their way is the best way. I really like more bang for my buck, shorter workouts, so I don't need to be in the gym 6 days a week. All right, 2 down. That's 1 minute. Let's go. Three down, it's still feeling good. I think I chose the right weight, even though I'm not burning out yet, but I have 7 more sets to do. Couple cues, if you are doing the leg press on the Smith machine, I find if I bring my bum more this way, the bar by my hips are maybe a bit higher, I'm gonna feel it more in my bum and hamstrings. The other thing when you're doing a leg press, you don't wanna let your bum lift off of the ground. So sometimes people think that they should let their knees come in to get more range of motion, but if your bum lifts, then you're putting a lot of pressure on your spine. So don't do that. Stop before your hips lift. That's 1 minute. Let's go. My legs a little bit. What I love about weight training is you get like this pump in the muscle right away. It just makes you feel tighter. And with my neck injury, I wasn't able to do a lot of weights, especially like I couldn't hold anything. I still can't do really bar squats. I just missed that tightness feeling. Like I went for probably a run every week when I had my neck injury, just to get my body moving, but it just wasn't the same feeling. Like this feels really good once you get into it. If you know, you know. All right, 1 minute. So far so good, I'm halfway through. Still think I chose the right weight. I'm still almost tempted to go up a little bit though for the last 5. Maybe I will. Why not? Why not? We have 5 sets left. All right, a minute goes fast. I'm not gonna lie, that felt easier. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try to go up until the end. That's 6 of 10. And now I feel like I lost track. I'm like, does 6 of 10 mean that I've done 6? Yeah, so this will be 7. Brain's not working. All right, I think we're over time there. How long did I take? 106. Time to go.
Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away.
That's feeling really good. Let's go up. 7 of 10.
Don't walk away.
Oh, yeah. A minute 5. Let's go.
Don't walk away. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. Don't walk away.
Okay, so I have no idea when my camera stopped, but I'm still doing pretty good. Going up in weight, it's feeling really good. Just gotta add some more weight. I'm on 8 of 10. Minute and a half. That's okay. My heart is still up. If you're following someone's program and you're newer to lifting, let's say you're following my program and I'm giving you a 90-second rest and you're just gassed, take a little bit extra. The next time you try it, the next time you do it, you're gonna get stronger and eventually you're gonna be able to hit those rest times. Still pay attention to it, how long you actually took, and then work up to it, right? You gotta cater it so it's doable for you, hard enough for you.
Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away.
Let's go up. I don't know if I have room. Let's add on some 10s. I am feeling good. Sometimes simple workouts are the way to go. My favorites are definitely full body, but if you don't feel like moving around the gym and you just want to go super heavy on a couple lifts, that's great. Ooh, 350? I don't normally pay attention to weight, but that's pretty freaking cool. And one extra set for good luck.
Don't walk away from. Here we go.
Strongest person in the world? What? I didn't even know I was up that much. I'm pretty impressed right now. So yeah, I lifted over 350. I don't know, that doesn't even seem right to me. Okay. Maybe I should pay attention to weight more. The reason why I don't pay attention to weight, because I go by rate of perceived exertion. So every day can feel a bit different. Some days I might only lift, half of that, but it feels really hard. So I try to push myself over a 7 out of 10 level of difficulty. Usually never 10 out of 10 because that's can create injury, but between 7 and 9, I'd say. So just try to keep that intensity really high when I'm feeling good. So I did 3 workouts this week. I'd say my full body one was probably 8 out of 10 intensity. Today's probably 8 out of 10. And then yesterday's core was probably a 5. It's okay to have a lighter intensity day, it happens, okay? But most of your lifts should be higher intensity. I decided to make some changes and not do the hip thrusts. Instead, I'm gonna finish with just 100 walking lunges. See how long it takes me to do it. The reason why I didn't want to do hip thrusts is because I'm already starting to feel crampy. I know, TMI. If you're in your period or about to start, you have to listen to your body. It's important to pivot, it's important to make modifications. This isn't the time to go above and beyond. You showed up, great. Or some months, I wouldn't show up today. Over the whole winter, I would have taken today as a rest day, but I am feeling better from that sun energy. I always say I'm like a plant. My body's going through something really intense, so I want to keep that in mind through the workout. So I'm gonna just finish with 100 lunges.
Shit. Let's go. 2 a.m. sipping on some Hennessy, cruising down Rodeo on my 2C. Spent a couple racks on some dope shit. I got them boys lit and that's just what it is. You wanna get inside, but you gotta know the price. I'm about to take what's mine. I think it's my fucking time.
5 of 10 I did. That's good. I went super heavy. Just gonna finish with really low lunges and try to stay down to burn out the legs. My legs are well trained, so don't try this with the same weight. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. Do not start here.
Alright, so this is to start off my week. I'm trying to step up my workouts because, like I mentioned, after I had my neck injury, I haven't been training much. So when I get back into it, it's not like I starve myself. I really want to show you guys this. I make sure to fuel my body. I make sure to eat a lot of good quality foods, enough protein, enough carbs and veggies. So here, I think I had like 3 eggs. Sometimes I have two. I go by how I feel. 2 pieces of bread. I love sourdough. I had some lettuce on there, some hot sauce, some avocado, and drinking a kombucha on the side, just so I can feel really fueled up and satisfied. Like, these are the types of foods you want to fill up on, right? If you're trying to get in better shape, you need to eat. Okay, so this is Monday and I'm trying to get back into my workouts, and I have to do all this rehab stuff to help with my neck and get my shoulder moving properly again, because it's like the whole thing really stiffened up and my scapula wasn't gliding properly. So I'm doing a lot of these moves to kind of create space and get my scapula used to gliding instead of just being stiff there. So honestly, it was taking me so long to do these rehab exercises that I ended up not doing a workout today, and I almost didn't show you guys this, but this is what it looks like when you're injured. You need to take the time to recover. Here we are, it's Tuesday and I'm doing my first workout of the week. I did a quick warm up and I went right into my leg move. I'm doing this Bulgarian style TRX lunge. If you can notice, I do kind of an extra stretch at the back of the move, at the bottom of the move, to really target high up in the hamstring and that glute tie-in. So this one's a killer. It's been a bit challenging for me to hold weight with my neck injury, so I did mainly body weight on my legs today, just taking my time here. I start speeding up the footage throughout, but I go really, really slow, and I did really high rep, like until I was feeling it about 20 reps or so. And you're gonna get a good burn. If you go full range of motion, body weight, I don't care how well trained you are, it's hard. So how I set up this workout, I did all on one leg and then all on the other leg, super high reps, like 20 reps each. So here I'm finishing off on my second side and it's a killer. And right afterwards, without a break, like less than 60 seconds, I go into a cable rope bicep curl. I'm able to do biceps, triceps, no problem. So here I'm just slowing it down, trying to start training my upper body again because I hadn't been able to. And then I'm going right into a rope press down to work the triceps, which are the back of the arm. So I'm doing one and then the other without a break and just doing as many reps as I can because I couldn't really go heavy weight. So up to 20 reps. And if I felt my form was going, then I would just reset. I've been really, really strict on form since hurting my neck. After repeating that 3 times, I moved on to the next circuit. So same thing, I'm gonna do one exercise on one leg and same thing on the other leg. And here I'm doing a single leg hip thrust with a band on the Bosu ball just for an extra burn. Like I said, it's kind of challenging for me to hold weight right now, so I'm doing body weight and it's a killer. This is an absolute killer. You're gonna feel your bum, your hamstring. I did as many reps as I could on one side and then the other, and then I went right into a bicep curl on the Bosu ball. You can't really tell I'm standing on it, but just to give it a bit more instability. So I have to work my core a bit more and I really have to control the movement. I sped up the footage, but if you notice, I go very slow to start. And then I did dumbbell skull crushers with my hips elevated to get a little bit more core and glute engagement here. And here I'm making sure to keep my shoulders down away from my ears. Anytime that I felt like they were creeping up, I made sure to kind of readjust. And I went high rep on both until it hurt. After 3 sets of that, I moved on to this curtsy squat with one foot elevated on the step, and I'm doing the squat on the Bosu ball for a little bit more instability. Guys, I know this is body weight, but whew, I was feeling it in the legs. So here I'm trying to keep my knees out wide, and I'm trying to get low, and I'm trying not to take a full break when I switch from the curtsy to the squat. I'm trying to stay low to keep the tension in my legs. And I felt it. Same thing here, I tried to do high reps on both sides, but honestly, when I reached 12 reps, it felt like more than enough. My legs were burning. So right after I hit 12 reps on the right and then the left, I moved on to my upper body. So So right after that, I go into a concentration curl. I haven't done these in forever. So you're kind of trying to push your elbow into your leg and you're trying to curl almost kind of internally to try to hit the bicep slightly different. It's a great way to target and isolate the bicep. It felt really great and I'm glad I added it in. And then of course I did the other side before moving on. And then I was doing a tricep kickback. And you know that I don't love only working one muscle group at a time, even though I just did it on the biceps. So I asked myself, how could I engage more? And so I decided to lift a leg up. So by doing this, I was working the glutes of the leg that was lifted up, and I was working a lot more core while I was working my triceps. Then I finished off with a single leg hip bridge on the TRX. It is such a tough move, so I was kind of using the other leg to help me get a bit of momentum so I could get that glute up. It's an absolute killer. Try it out. I only did 12 reps of each before going on to just a TRX, a bicep, and tricep extension. And these are my finishing moves. I did 3 sets of this, and then I was done. So here I came into the second workout of the week, a bit tired, I'm not gonna lie, it was overcast, but I still want to move my body and I'm trying to get back into my 3 workouts per week. So I started with a good warm up. I'm trying to do foam rolling at least once a week just to open up any tight areas. Guys, the way that we live our lives now on the phone, editing on the computer or working on the computer, sitting on the TV, it is really bad for your posture. And even though that's something I've been conscious of for a long time, I still hurt my neck and it was probably a lot to do with posture. So I'm trying to just make sure I'm nice and open so it doesn't happen again. As much as stretching feels good after a workout, I just find that it's not really helping with my mobility. So I've been a big fan of kind of moving through the stretches, trying to find space within the joints. And then recently I found this awesome Instagram account called Seth Kroll, that's his name. He has amazing mobility warm-ups, great ways to kind of fix any issues within your joints, to open up some space, and he gives some great combos to try out. So I definitely recommend trying him out. So I'm trying to only keep my warm-up 10 minutes versus before I was kind of getting lost and maybe doing too much rehab stuff. And then it's time for my workout. Today I was trying to do like a functional core workout. So you might look at this exercise and not see the core, but what's happening here is because you're holding weight on one side and you're doing a lunge, you have to keep your chest up, you're actually activating a lot of core. And then here I'm on the cable, just still another great core move. If you've never tried it, the challenge here is to keep the hips steady, so it's a lot harder than it looks. And then same thing here. I couldn't go on my toes because there was too much pressure on the neck, but just going slow and thinking about my activation in the core, I actually felt it a lot. Like this was way harder than I thought it was gonna be, but it was great. I just wanted to work my core a bit. And here I wasn't able to do the regular wood chop, so I changed it up and just did a lighter kind of single arm crossbody pull. Same thing, when you try to keep the hips steady while the rest of the body moves, you're gonna feel it in your core, especially if you keep the chest up, like with a good posture, right? People with a bad posture, you're not gonna work your core as much. If you keep the shoulders back, chest out, as you hinge down, as you move your arm, you're gonna work the core, right? The core is there to help us not fall over. So anytime, you're holding a weight on one side, let's say here, I'm doing a farmer's walk, my body wants to fall to the side of the weight that I'm carrying. But if I force myself to stay upright, like here, like keep my hips steady, my shoulders parallel, you're gonna work the core a lot. Here I'm just going into a kettlebell, other core move. Here just by holding the weight, and as the weight transitions, your core has to work hard to keep you in one spot, right? So these are functional core moves, and I love twisting exercises. So here I'm doing a really light wood chop. I'm not going too high with my arms at the top, just staying low so I can feel it in the core. It's activating. I'm starting to get back into my training, but still listening to my body, not pushing it. If I feel it in my shoulder or my neck, I step it back, I do something else, or I modify. And then I just finished up with these little kind of sit-ups, working the core when your arms are overhead. Great little finisher. So here I was hungry after my workout. I want to show you that I eat. Like when I'm trying to get back into it, I focus on fueling my body, eating enough good stuff. I don't want to starve myself. So after a good workout, I need to replenish my muscles. So here I'm having some protein, some fat, I think some chickpeas, some chicken, some rice, and a ton of veggies. It was actually bought from a meal service called Vibrant Life. They're great if you're in the Moncton area, check them out. Anyway, so that was just ready for me. I get to eat, relax, and get to work.
Hope you guys love this week of workouts. I hope I made it clear that it's not about just like killing yourself all the time. I took 3 to 4 months over the winter and definitely stepped it back. Even though I'm aiming for a higher intensity workout, maybe I'm only doing like a 7 out of 10 RPE, rate of perceived exertion. So maybe I'm not actually pushing it as hard in the winter, but on those lull months, even if you show up and you give 50% intensity versus your 0%, it's better than 0. You're gonna be more ahead of the game for when you're back into it, for when you're remotivated. Guys, this is how I've done my fitness journey for 10 years, right? I go like this. And every winter for me, I still move my body, but the intensity is definitely much, much lower. And that's okay because springtime comes and I've been maintaining, I've been lifting weights, but now my intensity goes up and my frequency goes up. And that's the easiest way to get a little bit more results. Pick one, intensity, frequency, or both like me if you're more trained and you know you can do both at the same time. That's okay. But just know you're not gonna be able to maintain this forever. Staying fit for life is about shortening that space between what you do when you're motivated and what you do when you're not. Can you make it closer? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so happy it's springtime. I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.